In this video, we are going to talk about 6-strand embroidery floss. 6-strand embroidery floss is a commonly used fiber for hand embroidery projects. It's awesome because it's super versatile. While it looks like one thick fiber or thread, it's really comprised of 6 smaller strands. And these strands can be separated and recombined to give you a variety of stitch thicknesses as you work on your projects. So you can decide whether you want to use all 6 strands for a super thick, heavy floss, or you can decide to use 2 to 3 strands for something a little bit more refined. So in this video, we are going to break down how you separate those strands and recombine them so that you can work with 6-strand embroidery floss on your next project. If you're ready to get started, let's check it out. So when I'm working on a hand embroidery project, I often use DMC 6-strand floss. As you're working, I recommend keeping your strand of floss under 18 inches in length for manageability. Strands that are too long are more likely to get tangled and knotted. So if you're working with a classic 6-strand floss, strands can actually be separated and recombined to change the thickness of your stitches. So the more strands I use together, the thicker my stitches are going to be. So in order to use different numbers of strands, you're going to separate your 6-strand floss 1 strand at a time. And you're going to do this by pulling the strand straight out away from the other strands and lightly pinching the remaining strands to anchor them in place. Gently straighten the main strands before separating another strand to prevent tangling. After you've separated all of your strands, you can recombine them to the desired number of strands that you'd like to use for your project. Once you've determined the number of strands you'd like to use for your project, recombine them, realign the tips, and trim the ends to make threading easier. But keep in mind that your 6-strand floss can be recombined and used in a number of different ways to work for your project. If you liked this video, be sure to check out my next video all about how to thread an embroidery needle so you can get started stitching. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.